Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Engine House. Today I'm behind the camera. I have finished the German diorama, and as you can see, there is a lot going on here. I really hadn't noticed until I got the house put back on it just how much stuff is really going on. This was a lot of work. There was up here, whatever was here was broken off, and so I ground it down and I did just the opposite of this here up there. So I kind of did something there. I don't know what was there, and it's that whatever it was is lost to the mist of time. Um, but anyway, we'll go over some of this here. You can see a lot of the detail. Apparently I missed a thing over here on that. That's easy enough to deal with. I can take care of that later. But here we are. Now, back here in the back, you might hear my heater running in here. It's a little chilly. Here, there was no indication there was ever a fence here, okay? There was nothing attached to this. There was no residual glue here, and it was the same over here. So I left those open. Besides, this stag over here needs a way out. It can jump the fence, but, you know, give it a way out. There's the out-of-scale bird, and there's the chimney back on where it belongs. But as you can see, you know, I did not know where a lot of the people were. I knew there was a woman there. And let the camera focus again. I knew there was a woman there, and I knew this woman here with the wood cutter was over there, and this woman here with the wheat and the sickle was there. She was the only one, her and the gal at the front door were the only two that were actually still in place after all these years. So when I cleaned the woodcutter up and realized he was a woodcutter, he went by the wood pile. And of course, we have a few cows over there. We have the oxen here. And I put the traveling guy, I probably shouldn't have had him turned around since the back isn't finished, but he's talking to the gal with the wheat and the sickle. There's a guy up in the window there, you can in the upper floor there. He is glued down. He's one of the only other figures that stayed there, and I did not even attempt to take him out. I was afraid of causing more damage. There's two people here, and there's now a back on the stool bench over here in the corner, and that is back in place. And I put a woman there. The cat is over here, and this Scotty dog is here. And then there was this guy over here. It's just a flat piece of wood painted up to look like a person, and that bush is actually wire wrapped around a twig. That there used to be more on it, but that's pretty much original. And of course, the only other figure that stayed in place was this wooden one here. It's kind of hard to see. Let me get in here a little closer. He's right there. It's kind of dirty and faded. I did not take him off either. But as you can see, all the pickets are up and all put back, and the grass that was actually gravel, sand, fine sand painted green. I patched all of that, and of course I did all of this. So I finished it up finally. It's done. Now I have to build a box to put around it. I'm going to have to put this on another bit larger piece of plywood, because if you can see, I'll just turn this around here. As you can see back here, the eaves hang over the back quite a ways. So I'm going to have to come out a ways here with a piece of plywood and go up. Now, I wanted to point out one thing with this lean-to. This is, again, reinforces the fact that this was made using materials on hand. I had taken that off with the intention of fixing the roof and, of course, fixing the shingles, and it was just easier to get it out of my way when I was working on the other stuff. I'd never really looked at the inside. I kind of glanced and looked. on this piece right here, this back wall, when I flipped it over to check something out, stenciled on it is the word media, which is a US word, obviously. And on this side, there was a piece of wood kind of inside here. There was a piece of wood that was cut at funny angles, like it had been used for something else, and it still had the nail heads in it. The nails weren't there anymore, but it was on this side glued in to hold this building together, I'm pretty sure. So this was, as I suspected, the more and more I see, was made out of whatever materials the person could find on hand. And there's another piece here. I don't know if we can see it. Let me get this. I don't think we can. This front wall of the shed behind the woodcutter is actually two pieces. You can't really see it in the picture here, unless I move some of this out of the way, maybe. Get right in here. You can just barely see there was another piece. So that was not a whole piece of wood. It was made out of two different pieces of wood. As the roof is also made out of scabbed wood, scabbed together, you can see it on the inside. If I were to lift this up, okay, you can see there's two different, and there's even on the inside, on the back, there's other wood. They're not whole pieces. And this isn't great wood. I mean, this is cheap. This is crate stuff. This is the junk wood they make crates out of. So every indication to me was this was made in post-war Germany during the occupation. Everything indicates that, especially when I found the word media inside that building there, stenciled in there in black spray paint or black paint. But here we are. This is now finished. Everything is back pretty much where it went, where it came from, except again, like I said, I didn't know where a lot of these other figures were, so I just kind of guessed and put them there. Here we are. Anyway, one more shot. I'm filming this at the kitchen table, so my wife's stuff. We have a winter storm going on outside. We just got back inside from snow blowing and shoveling, so everything's kind of hanging up to dry. But here it is. And I hope you enjoy. And I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. This is what got me, I believe, into doing model building, was this diorama. My mother had it since she was 9 or 10. It's been in the family all these many years. And it was one of my favorite buildings, favorite things that she had when I was growing up. And so when she was going to sell it, and I said, no way, you're not going to put that on eBay. I want it. And it's taken me a few years because I did not have the room when I was living off grid in the cabin to actually do anything. And we got here and settled in, and I finally decided it was time to restore this. So I'm really happy with the way it came out. Hopefully it'll be in the family another almost 80 years, and it can be enjoyed by my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hit the like and subscribe button down there, and stick around, because I'm going to be doing some more building. Now that this is done, I can actually get back to work on railroad buildings and do those. So I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.